Hey guys, what's up? Spectre here, and I'm back with another Casual Friday. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I figured I should, and telling you about my journey to pick up my early copy of God of War. Now, if you want a straight-up tutorial on how to get games early, you can click the card in the top right now, or click through at the end of the video, for an almost foolproof way of getting your favorite games early. But yeah, on to the story. So, I have a, for lack of a better word, a contact, who helps me get some games early. I'll usually get a call like, I don't know, God. I was using my copy voice for the whole first half of the video, and the point is not to do that. Anyway, so I have a contact who, like, calls me, and lets me know when certain games are coming in. They'll come in anywhere from, like, 1 to 2 days before the release, or even, for example, Mass Effect I had for, like, a week and a half before it came out. So I got the call, and I was getting ready to go to work. And I was just thinking, all right, so I'll go to work, and then I'll go to pick it up on the way home, and then I'll just go home and play. But work was super slow, and I got a little antsy. So I went on Instagram, and I asked people if I should, using like the polls on your story, I started a poll that was like, should I escape work right now and go get God of War? And everyone voted yes. There was no downvotes or no like votes for no. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go do it. So I worked a little quicker. I made sure that, you know, it wasn't too busy, that no one would be expecting anything of me for the next about like hour, because that's how long it was gonna take to get to the place and back. And I just went for it kind of on a whim. And taking the train down there, the trains were completely packed because with this gross weather that we've been having in New York City, it was like the one day that it was a little bit warm, so people were I guess out en masse. And so I'm getting on the train is right there when I arrive at the station. I'm like, good, great, making good time. So I get on and it's packed. Everyone is like right up against each other. It's just a pain in the ass, and I'm making good time. And the stop right before mine, which is a local stop, they say that there's an issue and that it's being skipped by this train. But the next train will be stopping there. So I have to get off and wait. So I was like, God damn it. Everything was going fine up until now. Then I'm waiting there and the train does come. It takes about like 2 to 3 minutes. It wasn't that bad at all. So I was back on track. So I get to my stop. I don't want to give up my connect, but it's by St. Mark's Place downtown, if anybody knows where the hell that is, for any people watching in New York. And I get there and I'm like, all right, I'm looking at my clock. I have 10 minutes to get to the place, check in, pick it up, and go. And it's a couple blocks away from the station. So I'm like jetting down the street, and I'm going, everything is going according to plan. Then I get to the place, and there's a lot of people waiting for their early copies, because I'm not the only one that they get early copies for. It's a select group of people, certain people. So I have to wait, and I have to wait and check in. There's a list of people, and you have to get your name crossed off, and I get it. And I have 3 minutes to get back to the train station, and back on my way. So I run, and I'm heading over there, and the train takes a few minutes. It took like 5 minutes for the train to come. It was awesome. I was making great time train-wise, but the rides were absolute hell. So on the way back, it was even more packed than the way there. And the whole time, I'm like live tweeting the entire thing, and I don't know when it turned into like it's almost like bullet points, like mission objectives. I was like, I have blank minutes to extract the package. Like, it was just, I just got really stupid with it. But it was fun. So I'm on the train. It's super packed, and there's this little kid who's like 6 or 7, and he's coughing. He's coughing like, it's not a straight cough. It's not like a couple of coughs. It's one cough, a really strong one or two. And then he'll stop for like 15 seconds, and I'll cough again. And I'm like, maybe this kid has allergies. Maybe he has asthma. Like, the parent seems so unbothered. It's like they've been dealing with this all day almost. Like, they just don't hear it or see it anymore. And that was fine. Like, I wasn't annoyed by it. I don't think the kid didn't look or sound sick. So I didn't like, I don't know. I didn't mind it too much. There was not much I could do. Like I said, we were packed in there like cattle. It was ridiculous. And I'm standing there and I put my headphones on, volume all the way up, can't hear the kid coughing. But there's this woman who's turning and shaking her head at this kid every time he coughs. And I don't know if she was like upset that the kid was coughing, because I don't know what he could do about that. But, or if she was shaking her head at the parent who didn't seem concerned. And like my assumption was like, this has been happening the whole train ride since before I got on there. The parent is probably like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to break out Robitussin on the train. Like, there's nothing I can do. So I guess they just settled into it. Or maybe they're aware, like their kid has asthma or allergies. Like, it's not phasing the parent anymore. And I think that was annoying the woman, because literally I couldn't hear the cough, but I knew when the kid was coughing because this woman turned around every time. And I'm just trying to look past her at the station map that basically like shows you all the stations you're going to be stopping at, and I'm counting down each one as we get closer to my job, because I need to get back. I don't know if it's gotten busier while I've been gone. I don't know if someone's going to notice. Someone could call me at any minute to be like, hey, where are you at? Because I need you to do X, Y, and Z. So I'm checking my phone all the time. I'm just anxious as hell. And I have the copy of God of War in like my front hoodie, like pouch pocket. So we're going, we get held up at a station because some train traffic, so we had to wait there. And I'm just trying to get back with time. Now I know it's going to be a little over an hour now that I will have been gone by the time I get back. So I get to my stop. I run off the train. I'm like running the couple of blocks to my job. It's like, I want to say 6-ish blocks to my job from the train station. So I'm just running. And then I get like halfway down the block from my job and I compose myself. I'm like, all right. I like pretended to come from a certain direction that I didn't come from. I like fixed my hair. I like tried to look like I wasn't sweating profusely on that damn train. And I was like, all right, I'm composed. I'm just going to walk in. And I also threw out the receipt from the place where I got my game. Again, not saying. And I like wrapped up the bag, put it like deeper in my pocket. I just wanted to look as casual as possible. So I walk in and nothing. Like, everything is quiet. Everything is still. It seems super slow at my job. Nobody cared about anything. I look. I don't have much work waiting for me at all. And I'm like, yes, I did it. We did it. That's what I tweeted. We did it. But then my boss walks up to me. And I'm like, oh crap. He noticed I was going. He's going to ask me where I was. This is it. It's over. We didn't do it. But then he says, that's it for the night. I don't have anything else to do. After I clear up what's in front of me, we're all going home. And I just kind of stood there for a second. And I was like, yeah, that's great. Okay, see you tomorrow. And when he walked away, I let like the biggest sigh of relief go. And I turned an hour and change commute, like to get home from work. It takes me an hour and like maybe 10 minutes sometimes, into 30 minutes to get home. The last time I did that was for the release of Fallout 4. This time, I got here in 30 minutes. I don't know how I did it. I ran a bit. I had a lot of luck with the train. Like, as soon as I got to the station again, it was there. Then I usually transfer. My transfer was there. Everything was perfect. And then I get home, pop it in, and start making content. I got a lovely copyright strike yesterday. Technically this morning, from Sony because of the background music in God of War. And because it's the original soundtrack. I can't be mad. It's just the first time it's happened to me in like the years of uploading straight gaming content. I don't like to do commentary over like the first mission of games. I feel like it sort of ruins it. So yeah, that's the first time it's ever happened to me. I actually never even took it into consideration, which is insane. But it's fine. It's my first copyright strike ever. They go away in 3 months, and it's not gonna happen again. So I'm not too salty. I was a little salty, but then you turn the game on again, and the music is incredible in this game, and you're not salty anymore. Also, click in the top right now if you want to see a really cool boss battle. I don't give away too much, not a lot of context. It's just straight up just part of the fight. It's not even the whole fight, but it's incredible. It's great. I had to put like crappy royalty-free music over it, but to avoid another copyright strike, but it's there. And yeah, that was in a nutshell my journey to get my early copy of God of War. I don't know if I should have just waited to, like, I was so impatient, and all day I'd been watching like trailers and videos to like hype myself up, and I was super excited. Also, side note, this God of War is my first God of War ever that I'm playing and that I own. I've watched a bunch of my friends play like hours of the old God of War games or older ones on PlayStation 3, but I skipped that console. My house was strictly an Xbox 360 household for that gen. But yeah, so this is my first like very personal experience with the game, and you guys need to play this damn game. If you're on the fence about it at all, it is incredible. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, usually my casual Fridays take a bit longer, but that was my story. It was great. It was like, I always enjoy it. I enjoy like ramping up to it. I'm like, oh my god, because I've done this before. I forgot what game I did it with before, but I escaped work and picked it up. And it's always exhilarating. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, but then when I'm on the train to and from, and like there's no cell service, and I'm kind of just sitting there with my own thoughts, I'm like, wow, this is irresponsible. Wow, I shouldn't have done this maybe. Wow, what if somebody calls me? What am I gonna do if I get down there and there's a delay coming back and I have to take a cab or something? Shit. It's just, yeah, it's scary. But, you know, I was responsible in my irresponsibility. My job doesn't have an online presence, so when I was like live tweeting my little secret mission I knew nobody would see. Also, like, I did a lot of work quickly beforehand to compensate for the time I'd be gone, and then today, which is the day after all this happened, I clocked in 2 hours early. So I've more than made up for the hour of stolen company time. And yeah. So yeah, pro tip, kids, don't do stupid stuff like that if your employer has an online presence, because I work for like a mom and pop. They don't know what a Twitter is. And yeah, stay tuned for, I'm doing a giveaway soon, guys. Giving something away. Last time I gave away Hawkmoon, the hand cannon from Destiny. I gave away a 3D printed replica, which was awesome. I got to keep it for like 2 weeks before the winner was announced, and I didn't want to let it go. But next I'm going to be giving away, I might change this, but it's looking like I'm going to be giving away a Daedric dagger from I was gonna say Destiny, from Skyrim. So I might be doing that, or I might be doing a replica axe from God of War. I don't know yet, but here's a cool little thing. Not a lot of my viewers watch my Casual Friday stuff. It doesn't get the clicks, it doesn't get the traffic. It's something that you kind of just have to decide to watch, because I don't really advertise them as much as my other ones. I don't really do as much crazy SEO as I do with my other ones. So to reward the people who do watch these things, if you like this video, drop a comment below of what video game weapon you wish you could own. Not something huge, something I could maybe get my hands on a replica of, not something insane. Something that you could hold in your hand. Comment that down below, and I will put your name in twice to the drawing pool. Or well, rather, you'll get an extra, added chance in the drawing when I finally pick a random winner. That's our little secret. Don't tell other people. Actually, yeah, do tell other people. Share, like, comment, subscribe, all that mess, all that junk. And just really quick before I go, I just also wanted to say thank you to you guys for your continued viewership, and I've also gotten just lately a lot of really good feedback on a lot of my videos, a lot of engagement, and a lot of new subs. So welcome to those of you who've never seen my Casual Friday stuff. If you haven't, if this is the first one, I definitely recommend that you go watch the others. If you're ever bored and you just want to hear me ramble, or go check out any of my other videos. I'll be doing a preview for God of War, what you can expect, a full review of God of War, and a few other things in the future. near future. Trying to do some larger scale videos soon, so stick around for that. And the giveaway, of course, to thank all you guys for being so wonderful. Yeah, and as always, thanks for watching.